What's up, people? Today I am going to review The Incredible Hulk, and I got that coming up for you next! So The Incredible Hulk just came out on 4K Ultra HD, and I will be reviewing the movie first, and then in a separate video I will be getting into the 4K disc. Now this movie was directed by Louis Leterrier, and it stars Edward Norton, Tim Roth, Liv Tyler, and William Hurt. Now I feel like I can't even talk about this movie without actually talking about Ang Lee's Hulk film that came out in 2003. That movie was very maligned for being overly dramatic and not enough Hulk smash. So Marvel definitely chose to go the opposite route with this Hulk. And I feel like that is very much a good thing, and I will definitely talk about that today. And I love the whole beginning half of this film when we have Bruce Banner, or Edward Norton. He is just living his life in Rio, and I definitely feel like he's like learning Portuguese. That is awesome. And he has this job at this bottle factory, and he is learning to control his impulses as the Hulk, and he is learning like breathing exercises to, help him control his anger. He is trying to control the Hulk, and that is something that I've always wanted to see. I want Bruce to actually be able to control the Hulk and be able to Hulk out whenever he wants. I just feel like that is someplace new that a Hulk film can go to, and we'll talk about it, but I don't really feel like that this movie actually delivers on that. This movie very much works while in Rio, but as soon as he goes home and he has to interact with Betty, Thunderbolt Ross, and to a lesser extent Blonsky, I feel like all of the drama in this movie just does not play. Now, I know that this movie was chopped down, and Edward Norton had a lot to do with the script for this movie, but unfortunately, Marvel excised a lot of what Edward Norton wanted to do. His cut of this movie was almost 3 hours long. That would add an extra hour to this movie, and they chopped that down. And I feel like a lot of what got chopped down was the drama and the character motivations, because I do not get the attraction between Betty and Bruce in this movie. And when they get together, I just don't feel it between the two actors. Liv Tyler and her breathy line readings. Bruce, what are you doing? I hate it. Hate it. I never liked her as an actress. I find her very attractive as a woman. Just never have liked her as an actress. I feel like Edward Norton is uncomfortable acting with her. He knows that she is not that good, and I just feel like the interplay between them, even during the more comedic scenes, is just off. In the matter of fact, I feel like the scenes between Betty and the Hulk, the CGI Hulk, they're great. I don't know what this says about Liv Tyler as an actress, but she is great playing off of CGI creatures. She's just good at that. I don't know. But I just don't feel that with her acting with another actor. But you know what? I can say the same thing about William Hurt's Thunderbolt Ross in this movie. He is so one note. And it doesn't make sense because of the fact that I heard that when he showed up on set for this movie, he had a 5-page essay of what he knew Thunderbolt Ross was supposed to be like. I feel like they just crumpled that up or put it in a paper airplane and just threw it straight out the window, because it just doesn't play here. And he just comes off as maniacally evil just for the sake of being evil. I don't know why he wants Bruce's blood so bad so he can make like these soldiers that he won't even be able to control. That doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't play. And I know that a lot of the scenes that were cut, I heard that they had a lot to do with him. I'll tell you who does work for me, though, is Emil Blonsky, or Tim Roth in this movie. He gets it, you know? He plays it up. He's more hammy than the other actors, and he just comes off as somebody that is just gleeful, and he just wants to be here. I feel like he gets it, and you know, I definitely, he's my favorite actor in this movie, to be quite honest with you, and my favorite character. And that's a problem because of the fact that I am not really identifying with Bruce, and that is because Edward Norton, he plays this character really cold, and I don't really get a lot of his, a lot of warmth from this character. It's hard for me to like him, and I didn't really feel all the drama with him really worked. And, you know, Edward Norton, I liked him in the 90s, but ever since the 25th Hour, I feel like that was the last truly great Edward Norton film. That's the last time I really liked him as an actor, and yeah, that's disappointing. But I'll tell you what I do like in this movie, and I love it when Hulk smashes. And Hulk smashes really damn well in this movie. The action in this movie kicks a whole lot of ass, and yeah, this is just something that I feel like Marvel does very well. And you know, the CGI in this movie is awesome, and I love when Hulk is using all of the weapons. Hulk loves weapons in this movie. He'll take a car and he'll just like smash it and rip it apart, turn it into like boxing gloves for himself, or use like something else for a shield. It's awesome, and I feel like it's like taken from like a PS2 game that I had. I had a Hulk PS2 game. I forget the name of it, but Hulk had weapons in that game, and he could clap like he claps in this movie. And oh man, I love that game, and I love how it is here. And yeah. All of the action in this movie and the CGI, I love the Hulk in this movie. So I'm torn about this one, guys. You know, none of the drama really worked for me in this movie, but the action was really great. This was an over-course correction from Ang Lee's Hulk film. If I was talking to Marvel, I would say that the 2003 Hulk film wasn't that bad. I actually liked the Freudian characterization that was going on in that movie, just because I feel like it played so much better than it does here. And I feel like I lose a lot of what these characters actually mean to each other in this movie. And for that, I do have to give this a 6 out of 10. This is one of the lesser Marvel films in my book, but I do feel like it is still pretty damn good, and yeah.